Welcome back. It's been a while.
Yes.
But we got Katie. This is Katie over here with our dog Bernie. Yeah. And we are headed out to Albert Desert this weekend. Chloe's back at home. Katie's mom is watching her, but we did bring Bernie out. It's our first trip with the Jeep. While the Ram is out of commission. The camp setup for this truck is going to be very minimal. I don't have anything really built into the car right now, so we're gonna sleep inside the rig. We packed up the back with a whole bunch of stuff that I felt like we needed for comfort and stuff like that. But anyways, aside from that, we are going to the desert to meet up with some subscribers and supporters. I usually try to keep these groups a little bit small so that it doesn't get crazy and out of hand, but I'm excited to see them.
Me too. And then also, we're like 3.5 hours away right now. Just to give you an update.
Yeah, we are 3.5 hours away. We did actually drive into Bend last night and slept the night so that we didn't have a full 7-hour drive today for us.
Yeah,
so
it was nice.
Yeah.
I feel good because it's my first trip really since having Chloe without her, like camping wise. So I'm excited for it. This is Bernie for everybody who hasn't met him before on the channel. Oh, he's 4.5 years old.
Aside from that, we're glad you guys are joining us on this video.
And we hope you enjoy it.
We hope you enjoy it. All right. As you can see, because I just got the rig and I'm building it out, we carried whatever I think we needed, maybe a little extra more because Katie's here. I want to be comfortable, but we did load up the Jeep all the way back there with the seats, rear seats folded down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up camp. I got some stuff I gotta take out and then set up along here. And the reason why we're along the grass line over here today is because the weather forecast did call for potential rain, and I did not want us to be stuck in the mud out there in the playa. So yeah, we're gonna unload, get everything set up, and then we might go as a group out into the playa after I set up my gazebo and stuff. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I wanted to spice up everyone's wardrobe, so as soon as everyone got situated, I handed out some Crocom Outdoors swag to the people there. It was just a way of showing appreciation for the great people that support my channel. So after that was completed, I looked around and noticed how diverse the camping setups were in our group. So with everyone's permission, I decided to share some of their camping setups with you at home. Now, since we didn't have much daylight left for the day, I filmed half of the rigs there and the other half for the day after.
Hello, my name is John.
I'm Abby.
And we are with Skella Luna Overlanding. And I'm here to talk about my big old brick of a truck, which is a 2007 Ford F-250 6-liter. This happened kind of by mistake. We actually started watching people on YouTube, Edward Shin being the second person that we actually started following and really got bitten by the bug. So I had the vehicle, I bought it brand new in 07, got the ARE DCU, which is a contractor camper shell, and decided to get it Line X over at Line X down in Seaside. We're going to camp it in the camper shell at first, but then we started seeing rooftop tents and decided we wanted an iCamper. We're about to pull the trigger on an iCamper 2.0, and we saw these were pending, so we waited, got on the wait list, and bought this first run, the iCamper 3.0, which you see on top there. And it kind of grew from there. Didn't really have a plan, just started working on it. Started first with getting the engine completely redone, so it's been studded, has a new intake manifold, new turbo, 5-inch back exhaust. We have a Yakima Adventure rack, the biggest one they make, with the Yakima heavy-duty tracks mounted directly to the camper shell. We wanted to keep water source viable, so we had a custom-made water tank which holds 70 gallons, which is right up against the bed there. And then to be able to get more water on the roll, we got the Nomad system by ClearSource, so we can actually pump water, filter it, and have fresh water wherever we go. We also decided to get a good awning, so we went with the Ironman. We stopped by there because we actually bought a lift kit for my wife's 4Runner, which you'll see. I upgraded to the Fox 2.0 shocks, and then I got 5 full-size tires because the 35s look funny after the lift kit, so we went with the 37 by 13.5 by 20s on method rims, and then got the rigged spare tire carrier which goes into the bumper there. Bumpers are by Move. They're the build at home kit, so my friend and fabricator, a guy named Nico Zalatis over at ZFab Performance, built those for me, and then we painted them. And then from there, we got the WeBoost put on for cell signal, the EcoFlow River Pro for the solar power, and we got 2 of the 110 watt panels. And then for my daughter, that's her Gazelle pop-up tent where we just got hers.
John and Candace both sleep up in the iCamper while I sleep down in the Gazelle tent. First we had the awning to the iCamper, but then when he added the tires, the bigger tires, the awning wasn't big enough to touch the ground. So I couldn't be in there anymore. So they ended up getting me a Gazelle tent. I was worried at first because yesterday is my first day using it. It can fit up to 4 people, but I only sleep in there, so it's like storage for their bags and stuff. I have all my camera equipment in there.
So that is the 2-room potty room and shower room. So we have the also called the Nomad kit. Any water source you can actually put it just into it comes with a little pump. That's a 12-volt pump. You can put it in any water source, including like a stream or a river or standing water. We just hook it up to our water tank, and with a little propane canister you get hot water, and it comes with a shower head, so you can shower on that side. And then in the front room there we have a little Dometic pancake pump toilet, so it flushes, pressurizes, and holds 5 gallons. You can dispose of at any waste site comfortably. So
my name's Candace, and I like that my 4Runner can go where his big ugly truck can't. I wanted to be a part of it too, and not just sitting passenger, because I am horrible at navigating and it stresses me out navigating with him. So I wanted to do my own thing.
And the idea is eventually, like, we'll base camp with the larger vehicle, and then for the trails, or maybe you can do stuff during the daytime, we'll take her rig out and try to conquer the trails.
I'm Paul. I'm from Spokane. Had bought this car a year ago, and it's still pretty much stock. About March, I started watching some YouTube videos on overlanding, and saw Donald from Soft Roading the West and what he did to his Forester. Yeah. So I figured I can do the same thing with this. I've been car camping for like 50 years, so I have lots. This is like 40 years old. I've got lots of old equipment, but some new. I got this tent because I had an REI dividend check, and it was almost exactly the same. It was within $1. But that was also before all these Gazelle tents that pop up. So there may be a Gazelle in my future at some point.
Okay.
As for the car, I have added skids, engine and transmission skids. And someday I want to get the tires and a lift. I wanted a tent that I can stand up in, because if you've ever been caught in a rainstorm for days, you'd want to be able to stand up. It's just too limiting to be in a small tent. I don't like lumpy ground, so I've had this cot for like 40 years, so it makes it really nice and comfortable. And just put a mattress under there. I've got a 0-degree bag. I had to get a rectangular bag because my little dog sleeps with me. And then I can set up a table in here, or even actually set my kitchen up in here. There's enough room for that.
Hi, my name is Herman, and I'm with my lovely wife, Katlea, and we are the Off-Beaten Trails. We have a YouTube channel. It's called Off-Beaten Trails. We started this February. The reason we went to overlanding, one reason is we started off with a travel trailer. We have a travel trailer that we did during COVID season, and you know how travel trailers are. You can only do so much with it. You can only reach some places that you can with your travel trailer. So we opt out doing overlanding. Why we did overlanding? It's because of Crockham Outdoors. I stumbled upon your video and saw your Tundra. So I stumbled upon your video, seeing your Tundra, and that's where I got inspired building my rig. So I have here as a 2019 TRD Pro. I started it stock, and then my first mod was getting my tires, and then after that went with the 10. I'm running OVS, Overland Vehicle System. Oh, and the rear I do also have a air suspension. I had that when we had the travel trailer because I was afraid that I might ruin the suspensions having the travel trailer, so I had to have those air suspension. So the slider actually is custom made. Yeah, I met this guy who's a cabinet maker, because I don't know how to build. I'm a measure 11 times, cut 13 times. So I'm that guy. So I had it made, I had it custom made. I made the design using 3/4 of boards, and then I met this cabinet guy who makes cabinets, so I had him made this one. So it's a simple sliding system. I got the heavy duty sliding rack, And then I have the box. I have two boxes storage here, which is the pantry and for my kitchen stuff, and then for my stove. And that's about it. Oh, and I also have the rigid tire swing with the rigid table. And some roto packs for fuels.
And in case viewers ask this question, why do you have blue nylon nitro gloves on right now?
Oh, blue. Well, with the blue gloves, yeah, so because you know how overlanding is, you just be touching everything, dust and everything. So to save you the dirt and everything, washing hands every time, just like get some wipes, wipe it off, dry it up, wear some gloves, and you're good. Just call me. I'm about to make our dinner. I'm making actually paella, seafood paella. So that's one of my passion: overlanding and cooking.
I was actually thinking, I was like, I should probably check.
Maybe.
For the remainder of the evening, we enjoyed our meals, sat back, relaxed, and got to know one another a little better. Everyone drove a fairly long distance to get here, so there was no agenda for the next morning. I wanted everyone to get plenty of rest for the day ahead. The next day, we all took a 30-minute trip south to Field Station. It is conveniently situated in the middle of nowhere, fairly close to the airport, with gas and diesel fuel, some tasty food, and a few convenience store items inside as well. I definitely recommend you get the shake here, as it is one of the tastiest around. And after we all enjoyed our meals, we headed straight back to the playa with full stomachs, where we had some fun on that barren land.
So somewhere in my head I'm still a white knight, flying across the plains until my last fight. Somewhere in my head I'm still a hero, work my way back up from pretty much nothing. There's not much time, but I've got time to see it. There's not much time, but I've got time. In a different place or a different time, it might just all work out. Different word or a different rhyme, you might live at my house. Sing my final battle cry, because somewhere in my head I'm still a white knight, flying across the plains until my last fight. Somewhere in my head I'm still a hero, work my way back up from pretty much nothing. Somewhere in my head I'm still a white knight, flying across the plains until my last fight.
I'm Veeble Boo. Instagram is at veeble.boo. So I've got a first gen Sequoia. It's on 2.5 inch lift. I got 33 inch tires on it. On my way here I actually picked up the rooftop tent, so that's my newest addition to it. This thing gets fully loaded when I got the whole family. I used to just have a flat panel in the back, and then when I got a fridge I kind of chopped it off and made room for the fridge and put a fridge slide on.
Any other planned mods or?
No, that's it right now. I've done quite a bit in the last 5-6 months, so it's gonna enjoy what I got right now.
John Mojica. I own a 2018 Land Rover Discovery HSE. I also have an Instagram, aimlessly driven. Personal is John Mojica. Basically, this Land Rover, I just bought it in January. I built it out with all-terrain tires, rock sliders from Proud Rhino. Also, I have a DirtCom trail swing, in addition to a front runner roof rack, a FSR awning, as well as a FSR rooftop tent. And also the other modifications I've done, I've gotten a Proud Rhino from Lucky 8 1.5 inch lift rod. So basically this does get up to about 14.5 inches when raised fully. In addition to that, basically I have been building this so it could be a good solo vehicle. This is one of 2 Land Rovers I have. This one actually has 4 low, so I'll be able to do a lot more things with it and be able to tackle a lot more terrain and get further and do the things that I can do, and also sleep on top of it instead of inside of it.
So I'm Bjorn Cloughton. This is our Tundra Overland expedition vehicle build. This truck's it's a 2021. This truck's been to California, it's been to Colorado, it's been to Alaska, Yukon, mostly supporting some really great rafting trips in the last year and some overland adventures to Death Valley and other places. So it's got multiple purposes to support exploration and activity. We like having the enclosure for, you know, keeping bikes and boats and other things secure when we're traveling. So we can camp in the back of it if we need to because of the windows that you can open.
Yeah.
So yeah, good flexibility, and it's got a lot of space, and it comes in a box. You can just put it together and put it on the truck yourself. We've had a couple different rooftop tents, which were great. They certainly provided camping in places that a ground tent wouldn't work very well. But just due to the size of this truck and where I need to park for work, and the rooftop tent wasn't going to work as well long term for us. So we've tried the Gazelle ground tent, which goes up and down real quick, and it's big. So this has got a Victory 4x4 rear bumper and dual swing out. So it's got spare tire, dual jerry cans, and max tracks on it. It's got sliders from Victory as well, and then the front bumper and the skid plates are CBI. And then it's got a skid plate on the fuel, on the gas tank from, I think it's an RCI. One change I made to this truck was I installed the 38-gallon tank. And these Tundras tend to leave fuel in the tank, about 6 gallons when you're on empty. So it's just the way it's designed. So certainly that larger tank gets us about 450 or so mile range, which is nice for long trips. And
I'm Chris with the Limitless Overland, and this is my 2021 ZR2 Colorado. I have built this out to have a CBI bed rack, CBI rear bumper with tire gates, and roto packs on the side. Additionally, we have the Prinsu rack on top of the cab with a Vault Pelican case on top that I outfitted with some hydraulic struts on there, and so that way it assists the opening. And additionally, I put the Pelican case up there so that I can go ahead and relocate some of my recovery gear. And then on the rear of the vehicle, we have a roto pack. We have a 3-gallon roto pack. On the side of the CBI rack, we have another additional 2-gallon roto pack with a 2-gallon water roto pack. Now on the back over here, we have a Tough Stuff Alpha 4-man tent. I have that situated on top of the CBI bed rack here. I sleep 5 of us actually up there. I have a 4-year-old, 8-year-old, and a 10-year-old, and my wife, and we all sleep up there, and we all fit perfectly. That's kind of why I went with the 4-man Alpha. So the reason I chose the ZR2 and this build so far is because the locking front differential, the rear lock differential, very highly capable vehicle. It came with rock sliders, skid plates already straight from the factory. And that's what kind of just led me to that, was because the low entry of just being able to get in there and go out there and start overlanding instead of having to wait to build out a lot of things. And then on the front, you'll notice I do have a couple Amazon lights. I have the Amazon ditch lights, I got the Amazon rear lights, and I have the Amazon front little fog lights and my yellow fog lights as well. And so I went that route because of just feasibility and usability. It was cheap, it was easy access, and it was just being able to just get out there and do this. And then going into the cab, it was, you know, it's nice. And so I was looking at the Tacomas. It was one of my things I wanted to go to with, is going with the Taco. Ended up going with the ZR2 because I like the full leather. I love the leather stitching on the ZR2s on the inside, and it just kind of captivated me, and that's why I went also with the ZR2 as well.
My name is Katie Shin, and I'm here because I'm a supportive woman, and I'm here to support my husband. His name is Edward Shin.
All right, and what do you like about this trip so far?
I like being with my husband the most, and Bernie too, because he hasn't been camping in a long time. The Jeep is interesting, it's different. I've never really been in a Jeep before or camped in a Jeep before, so that was different.
How do you like sleeping in the back of it?
It's okay, it's not bad. It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah.
That deep sleep is pretty comfortable, or
It is, yeah, it is comfortable. It's just you're at a little bit of an incline, so your feet fall down to the door.
Yeah.
But it's okay, it's not bad.
We're gonna change that soon.
Okay. Also, thank you for all the comments asking about me. I'm alive and everything.
We're giving Chloe out soon.
Maybe, we'll see.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you. Bye. Hello everyone, I'm here with Herman from Off Beaten Trails. He decided to bless this night and bless us, actually 4 of us suckers, with a very special dish from the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
Is it specifically?
Delicacy.
It's a delicacy. Okay, it's a
Yeah,
delicacy from the Philippines?
Yeah.
Originated from the Philippines?
I'm not sure about that, but most Asian countries have this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I've never done it, and I don't think anyone else in our group has done it except for Herman. So he wanted us to kind of join in on this fun. But can you kind of describe to the people watching what it is we're about to have in our mouth?
So, so it's actually a duck egg. It's called balut locally, but in some other Asian countries they have their own names. It's big in Vietnam and Cambodia too. These are duck eggs, are unfertilized duck eggs. So you cook it for about 20 minutes, and what's inside is unfertilized duck egg, which has still its embryo and soup, but it's well-formed duck already inside,
right.
Which has its beak, it has its feathers.
Can you give us a brief?
Relax.
Can you give us? I know, I'm trying not to faint right now, but can you give us a brief idea of like what it's like in your mouth and what texture to expect? Maybe we shouldn't ask that, but maybe share it with the people watching.
So duck itself inside, the fetus inside, it has a texture when you eat oysters. That's soft.
Herman spent the last about 20 minutes cooking this thing, boiling it, and we have it laid out in a bowl. And the 4 of us here, we're gonna try it out, and hopefully the goal is just to be able to chew it all and swallow it, right?
Yeah.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
No, that's the goal.
Without drinking anything or diluting the flavor with something else or throwing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. We're waiting for the eggs to cool down, so you guys just sit back and relax and
enjoy the fun.
Enjoy the fun. Enjoy our torture.
You can put some salt on it too while eating it.
Okay.
And you scoop your vinegar and salt, and then you eat it.
Why you describe this right now with the fire? You look very evil right now.
you gotta crack it open like that.
Okay. How we doing it? There's the head.
No.
Some feathers.
And then you suck the soup.
Suck the soup?
Yeah. Not bad, right? Just like chicken
Tastes
broth.
like crab.
Oh, crab?
It tastes like seafood.
Right.
It does.
Seafood,
It
see?
does.
It does,
Right?
I
To
don't
me,
eat
it's like
seafood.
chicken broth. There, now you're gonna start to see the embryo or the fetus. See, mine has the head with the eye right there.
If they don't eat it, I shouldn't eat it. Huh. That's a thing. Little feather sticking out right there. No, I think that's his wing or claw.
So now you
Okay.
get a little bit of vinegar, and then just pour it inside right there. So you
Do
scoop.
you see yours?
Okay.
You don't see yours.
I don't want to see. Oh, there's like a whole head or something.
That's
oh
it?
yeah, bro. That's the head. Yep.
So after putting the vinegar, you can go ahead and like
Oh,
Just bite into it.
bite into it.
cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Come
Let's
back.
go. Cheers.
I'll just do.
I just did it.
You just did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
Halfway?
luck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that bad.
There's a lot of things.
It's crunchy.
There's a lot. There's a lot of.
Yeah, if you
Feathery
want to
type
put more
things.
vinegar, or you want to scoop the vinegar,
I think I really want some
Like that?
vinegar. Yep.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
can
Put
do
some more in
that.
there. Yep. Matter of fact, just pour it all there.
yeah.
Yep. We're
There
good.
you go.
We're good. Yep.
Vinegar is like, I can see why you need the
Well,
vinegar.
let's
Yeah.
do some more of that.
Okay, so the flavor is like,
No, yeah.
it doesn't remind me of a duck when I taste the flavor.
It's
For me.
crab. It's crab.
It tastes more like crab than chicken for me. Mm-hmm. John, right? How about you?
Absolutely crab.
Crab, huh?
I don't eat seafood.
I think I just felt the beak a little
The
bit.
beak,
It's
yeah.
soft.
Were you like expecting like the way you?
No,
like
I
you
thought it'd be a
think
little
about-
bit more hard, more tougher, and more crunchy. I thought I'd be chewing into bone, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't
soft.
distinguish bone from It's like a very tough tendon.
Uh-huh.
The broth especially had a seafood taste to
It did have a seafood
Yes.
taste.
Yeah.
I got that fishy vibe out of it.
Better than I thought.
Better than I thought. Yeah.
Better than I thought, especially with that.
You just have to pass through the fetus looking at you.
So that crunchy part you said
you know.
not to eat, I think I started on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made eye contact with it, I think. I don't know if it was its eyes or what it was, but I think there was that initial phase where I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
You just have to pass through that and you're good.
Better than I thought.
Right. I'm glad I did it.
I'm glad I did
tried.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did. Thank you.
All
Thank you very much for
All
that
right.
experience.
Hey,
Thank you very
thank you
much,
for being
man.
such
That
a
was
good
awesome.
sport. All right, we'll do this again. Next time it's gonna be frogs.
Frogs. Rocky Mountain oysters.
Rocky, yeah, I'd like to try that.
All right, that's Balut, everybody.
All right.